I can remember as a kid going to church, and then I can remember as I got a little bit older that life got busy and it became less of a priority, and we just weren't able to go every Sunday. Life became more about me and my selfish desires.
I was saved at a pretty young age. I was saved at 11, but without having a constant factor pushing me to go to church, I fell out from that. It just wasn't a priority for me. Drinking was, having fun, dating.
I met my husband, Chris, and we started dating, and we both were in the party scene. We partied every weekend, we drank every weekend.
We got married eventually about 3.5 years ago. We realized that we needed something more.
So we started going to church on Sundays, and we never got involved in a Sunday school class or never got involved in anything outside of just going to service on Sunday mornings. When we moved back to Memphis, we knew one couple, and that was it. I mean, we had each other and nothing else.
We didn't really feel like we fit anywhere. She asked me, well, why don't we go to that big church that's over off the interstate?
And Chris said, no, we're not going there. I said, well, if you don't have a reason, we're going. So we pulled off the interstate and pulled in and came to Bellevue that morning.
We absolutely loved the service that we heard that Sunday morning. It really hit home to us. Really felt convicted by it.
Then January came around and they were doing a young married event called Soulmate Live. Everybody was there to learn more about how they can strengthen their relationship with God and strengthen their relationship with their spouse.
We didn't know what it was like to hang out with other godly Christian couples.
Mike and Amy Cornelius stood up with Stephen and Lee Holly and said, if you're not involved, get involved.
I went up to him and asked him if he had a Bible fellowship class.
This was not my idea. I was content with where I was. Here Chris gives him his name and number and says, if we're not there, call us. Well, my heart starts racing, and this is just not where I wanted it to go.
Sure enough, 2 days later, after the event, we showed up in his life group, and my life's not the same since.
I had the most calm spirit I think I've ever had, walking into a room of 20 other couples that were our age, and I began to see what God could have in store for our life. What was so neat about that is as we got involved and as Chris got to be great friends with Mike, Chris started to obtain all of those characteristics and the desire to be a godly husband and the desire when we had children to be a godly father.
To see that from a couple, to see them and not only talk about it, but actually to live it out was very impactful for us.
We quit partying and we quit going out, and it didn't matter to us because we had done Bellevue Loves Memphis on Saturday mornings and really enjoyed it.
We just got involved as much as we possibly could.
We're still not perfect. There's nothing perfect in our marriage, but that, we really are seeing day to day what God wants for our marriage.
It's even more impactful now that we have a son and another one on the way.
It's neat to look back and see where we were and where we've come simply by walking into a door because somebody invited us.
We're Chris and Libby Phillips.
And that is our red chair story.